Vertigo, here we go. Movistar's pick.
I think I've never heard someone be that excited about a Vertigo in my life.
I love Vertigo. Gets me cooking all warm inside. And Movistar, they did lose map 1, but it's not like they played bad Counter-Strike. So my hopes for this series going the distance are alive and well. Let's have it.
Yep, let's have it. Double Julies once again on the CT side for the pistol. One flash for kyxsan. No defuse kits though, so a retake could be a little bit tricky. You look on the T side of things, there's a hefty amount of money invested in utility. Double smoke, double flash, double HE, double everything. And they start making their way up the ramp, but it's just the ruse, it's just the fake, and they're gonna invest all of the util in that fake, by the way. This could work out so well.
There's so many players here for Apeks. 3 in gap.
They bought it.
Oh, you almost feel bad for them, but the fake is nice. Mopos is up on the A bomb side proper, and it's jkaem that's feeling the full force of this fake. He is wondering how on earth, when he's getting comms that A is overran, that he's just seen 4 players in his face.
No, tapping away. He's seeing a lot of people as well. How is he still alive? Finally goes down to Martinez. And the Glock will get the better of him. CacaNito needs something spectacular. We've seen a lot of nice multi-kills from him, but this is a little bit too much. They're just not double, not triple. They're quadruple peeking every single Apeks player in this pistol round Movistar. And after a triple kill for Adams, they pick up the pistol here on Vertigo.
That's one way to start. I'll take that. I like the pistol. And it's almost like a worst case scenario for Apeks when they all come in front of the smokes on A and they all go gap, and it takes so long for them to get confirmation that it's not actually A. And by then it's almost too late, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Unless jkaem goes nuts. I mean, he's got a 1 versus 3. You can't fault him if he doesn't find anything, which he didn't, but then if he goes crazy, it's absolutely insane. And obviously he's going to be one of the people to hope for a little bit of a better individual performance here if Apeks want to have a successful Vertigo. Now, we did get to see them play it against FTW just yesterday, and one of the biggest concerns that me and you had back in that game was maybe the lack of ideas, well, not the lack of ideas, but the lack of defaults on the T side. So is that maybe something that you're looking forward to watching, how they do on the D side?
I mean, I'm sure they have the defaults. I think it was almost the decision, wasn't it, to play so many all-in rounds, so many set calls.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to. It's when you've got CacaNito who can make his own space, you've got someone as experienced as jkaem, even Nort can be left alone A to work with the AWP a little bit. There's a lot of pieces here. There's no reason they should be a bad team at defaulting, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like to see.
Let them cook.
I'd like to see more dimensions, I think, to their players. The main thing, because as we saw in the last time they played on this, their opponents were just so good at holding tight and saving. They just kind of knew what an Apeks round looks like, didn't they? By the end.
Yeah, felt like it. Damage is not bad in this one, by the way. Just the pistols being brought in, and they've already found 2. Obviously, it's just going to be the 2. Martinez on a double kill here. He's been consistently great so far today. We must say that. Not a lot of times you're going to see one player throughout a 3-map series and then another series straight after that just have back-to-back really good performances, but yeah, it's been really great from him. Obviously, he is the one that you expect the most of in that Movistar Riders lineup. We've seen some good stuff from Davy, especially on Inferno. Adams has had his moments. Mopos, I guess, in the previous series more than on map 1 here. They're going to have a lot of chances, though. Plenty of them here on Vertigo.
A lot of Counter-Strike gets to be played. That's for sure. Get a bit of a B default out of Movistar. 4 players over. Mopos is the lone man on A. Just trying to apply a bit of pressure to the side. Show some presence. Hopefully hold some rotations. And actually, Movistar, for whatever reasons, they clearly had intent to do something on B. But they've changed their minds. It's going to be an A retake sort of round. Adam lines up the Molotov for gap. That's going to under its way in. As players scale up the ramp too, Apeks have decided to fight. 3 players here. Flashes. CacaNito. playing wide. North up close. kyxsan's going to swing. There are so many players in the vicinity, and the trades go the way of Movistar. Man advantage, and they have smokes now to put behind default.
Yeah, but the players have rotated, and they have no one towards the B-bomb side as of right now, from what I can see. Oh no, Just is actually there still. They can send it back, and they are sending it back. Just is taking all that space for free. Everyone from Apeks has vacated that B-bomb side. They've rotated. It's the same scenario as the pistol round. 2 smokes. Davigi is just making steps. He's just making noise. He just wants to make sure. Oh, the bomb is going back. Hey, that's odd. Every single CT is here. This is really awkward. There's 15 seconds. They need to plan it here and now. And there's so many rifles in position. They can drop the bomb, but the kills are going their way. It has to be a 1 versus 3 sense. If he wins the first 1v1 against the players towards the sandbags, he might have a bit of a chance, but the bomb's going to go down. Adam Hess with another multi-kill. Same for Mopos and Movistar Riders. Amongst the kills, they actually get away with this.
That was scary. That was very scary. We did a few of these rounds, actually. I think Apeks had an almost mirror image round when they were playing for the win yesterday.
Yeah.
I guess the thought process is that, you know, the bomb does head back towards B for a bit, but then they have full A control. They can't see anybody. And the B player is all the way up, so maybe this player's saving on B. I sympathize a bit with it. Maybe the real crime was just leaving it so late in the round before they were in position to hit a site.
Oh. I think you're thinking about the Anubis round. You remember where they changed their... It was FTW.
There was a Vertigo one too.
Like,
yes, the Anubis one was the craziest. That one was absolutely mad. That one, I've never seen anything like that.
And you don't usually say that. I mean, we've been watching CS for some time now. So that's... It is a compliment, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for the number of bomb site changes in 10 seconds. 58 of them. Quite
precisely.
Impressive.
Yeah. Well, this one's a lot slower. I mean, we are seeing them show a pretty good understanding on the fact that there is pistols on the other side, so you don't want to give them anything to work with. Now, CacaNito's got that smoke, actually, to deploy towards the crane. He's going to deploy that really typical lurk smoke right in front of himself. Try and play around it. They still have a couple of Deagles. They can try and waste time. This smoke could actually make it a little bit odd for the D's going onto the bomb side. Yeah, I've spotted the player.
This could get interesting. We need some flashes. kyxsan in first. There's nobody out towards gap on the T side. They are bottled in, penned in to the side proper. Martinez hangs back. Bomb does get planted, but this is so awkward. Davigi needs to get out, and indeed he does. But in the meantime, Martinez is gone, and this round has crumbled for the Movistar Riders. Too much for Davigi to do, and the half-buy comes good for Apeks.
Wow, what a first win here on Vertigo as well. I mean, it was pretty much... I want to say I was seeing some similarities between Inferno and Vertigo in the way that obviously Apeks started on a 6-0 lead. There was some scrappy rounds in there. I feel like if Movistar had won that after conceding so many kills, we would be making the comparisons. But now Apeks were actually able to punish. It's a great kill by jkaem. He is one of the people, by the way, that you're looking at. If he starts this map, if he has a better map than that map number 1, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. jkaem's got a lot of impact on both T and CT side on pretty much every single map for Apeks. And the fact that he didn't have the best game of his life on the previous one, even though he had that massive ace round, and they still won, is scary if you're Movistar Riders.
All the eggs are in the A basket. Spaniards, 5 players on the A side of the map. There are 3 here for Apeks, but lose 1 duel, and this will domino like nothing else. Cascade onto them. Movistar are just going to go. They're just going to go. Contact heavy. They're swinging, lining up. Free for CacaNito. Just is gone to make it a quad kill. Movistar, my lord, they just ran into the blender.
Yeah. Multi-kill galore by the Macedonian. And this is the CacaNito that they want, right? This was the CacaNito that we got in some of his, I guess, first events for Apeks, right? This is the CacaNito that we got a little bit, to see a little bit of when he was on 80k as well on a couple occasions. the fact that sometimes he's just gonna turn up massively. He's gonna show up massively on a map and just collect multi-kills left, right, and center. That's the reason we discussed him yesterday so much, and maybe the reason that we were a bit shocked by the fact that he wasn't able to unveil his full potential against FTW. I guess that was more of a team thing because, as you pointed out, Apeks just looked like a completely different team today. It feels like that game yesterday was a massive wake-up call, both individually and team-wise.
Let's quickly check the score in the other series. I saw Forza were a map up. Last I saw, presumably they're into map 2. No, not just yet. They're about to start the second map, which will be Forza's pick of Nuke. Winner of that, of course, will be in the grand final tomorrow. The loser will play the winner of this game tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow afternoon.
Depends on where you live.
Depends on where you live, yeah. If you're American, it's in the morning. Of course, the most hardcore NA fans waking up to watch.
Yeah. Well,
Apeks
if you're American,
win.
you could be watching the NA qualifier as well, which is a thing. We have Asian NA qualifier as well.
Just watch all 24 hours.
Ooh. Nice taps. Is the Macedonians to collect the kills. The Swede joins in for the final one. A Snog. And we're leveled up. I'm actually, you know what? You've made me feel like a terrible person because I haven't actually watched the NA qualifier. I watched a little bit of the Asian one this morning. And you know what? It wasn't bad. It was really exciting.
There you go.
Yeah, we had European casters as well. Wake up to cast the games. 7:30 a.m. UK time. They're on the mics.
Yeah.
Dedication.
That's us. Dedicated bunch.
Well, that was them.
Yeah.
We got to sleep.
Obviously, you know, when I get choice, I take Europe. I'm not waking up that early. Got better things to be doing. Like sleeping.
It is a good thing to do, I can vouch.
I sleep with the fishes. Where's all the nades gone for Movistar? They got one smoke and one flashbang to hit a bomb site.
15 as well.
What are you meant to do? Mopos, he's the man with the smoke and he wants a duel. So many players here for Apeks. How many rounds are we going to watch Movistar just try and force out A into a stack site? Getting a little bit competitive at this point.
Yeah.
CacaNito just going to play on this smoke. Look deflated, Movistar. They don't really know what to do.
It does feel like it, right? It feels like they're trying to force the issue. And look at the utility on the CT side, by the way. They've been doing such a good job with holding on to smokes, HEs, flashes. That's not going to be an easy take. CacaNito just deployed a smoke. Damage's going to run through it. The bomb on his back. And this is a big risk. Still, they somehow managed to get away out of the situation after a 1-for-1. But there's so many CTs towards back to the side. kyxsan going for the fight. It's awkward. Nok actually is the one to pick up that kill. But the rotations are here. And they're just winning every single fight. The refrags are coming in place, but it's still Apeks with the numbers game. 4 to the good.
I mean, I felt like this was going to be a map of looking at Apex's T side and wondering where the defaults are, where's the mid pressure, where's... You know, Vertigo's a map where you have to apply pressure to open up A. You apply pressure to pull the rotations.
Unless you can just skill check them, right? Just
we haven't seen that, have we? I mean, we've seen
them.
enough rounds now where Apeks can hold ramp. They're saving nades.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe not in this one, but when we get back in the gun rounds, I'm looking at Movistar and saying, you know, it's not like A's a non-option, but we need to, there's a whole map here. We need to exploit the gaps that Apeks have to be leaving if they're going to lean this hard on A.
Yeah, or at least have some layers to it, right? I mean, if you want to go for the commitment towards the A-bomb side later on, just do some work early on, mid-round towards B, towards middle to set yourself up a little bit better, right? Just gain something around the map. Through the smoke they go. Once again, kyxsan claims the double. It's not great, but it's good enough. Now, one tap actually had a lot of potential from the Tech 9. Doesn't connect, though. And CacaNito's in a good position for another multi-kill, maybe. Runs out of ammo. This is a tough fight that Martinez is taking with him. A little bit of a dance move there, but still gets taken down eventually. It's not too bad for Apeks. They keep 3 alive. Yes, they lose CacaNito and kyxsan, but it's another one on the board.
I think a flash missed the gap. That might have helped a bit, but even so. So really this round we're looking towards pause in from Movistar. Because they're probably starting to recognize that they had a pretty good start to this half. And it sort of crumbled. They are a map to the lesser. And in MR12, you can't mess about. You can't let this half get away from you before you pump the brakes.
No. When you think about it, if Apeks win one more, they're halfway there.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Scary stuff. We're only about 10 minutes in.
Yep.
Speed at which these games can cascade is pretty frightening sometimes.
Yeah. It's really... It feels like it's so easy for a game to get out of control for you. I mean, I know I've said that maybe 5 times already across 2 days, but the money just makes it even worse, especially if you're on the CT side. Now, thankfully for Movistar, they are on the T side, so they are going to be able to invest a little bit more. And this is a bit of a change. You get Martinez on an AWP, you post him on the angle towards B, and now you can just let the AKs close out the distance. Sans though. There's the molly. We might see a flash for jkaem. Actually, he gets mollied out by the T, so they don't realize it, but this Molotov actually saved their lives there, maybe.
Still got options. Adams in towards mid.
They have another flash for sense.
Locals and Martinez in A. The bomb's going to creep its way over. Bit of a flash for jkaem to peek, and I don't think he saw anybody on B. They're going to leave mid open and put Nork onto A instead, so that's Apeks' read. We're not seeing much B, we're not seeing much mid. Happy to lean. Bit of pressure from Just, but I'm not sure it's enough. These A players, I don't think they're moving anywhere.
No. Oh, posted on the angle, and CacaNito's up close. That's such a tough angle to play against on the crane. A lot of people expect it nowadays, but it's still so tough to clear out. You're just exposed to so many angles. There's another nade. Doesn't quite connect that well. The execute needs to come in, and they actually reappraise. That's a great shot by Nog, but it's a little bit awkward. They're stuck next to each other on the reload. CacaNito good for another, and actually it was the CTs to make the first move. After a 2-for-2, the T's can start making their way onto the bomb side. That's a great find by Martinez. Bomb plant should be secured, and it's not consens in the clutch. Do they really want to go for this, though? Surely they do. I mean, they have an abundance
yeah,
of
the
cash.
money is so damn good. At least played, hold them on the site and keep this money low. Could pay huge dividends a couple rounds down the line. I think that's the way they're posturing at the moment. It's hoping for an overface. Martinez holding a very passive line onto the site. And he does collect sense, so nobody showing. Nork's going to save. And Martinez, we spoke about him a lot coming into this series, a lot throughout the qualifier, of course, so far, but he really is the centerpiece right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, right? And I guess it was the case in a lot of the maps. We had a similar talk on one of the maps against Aurora, right? It felt like what they needed in order to win a round when they struggled was Martinez getting a multi-kill. And now it does happen once again. I feel like once again, maybe that A execution wouldn't have been as successful. But then Apeks, as we saw, they had a lot of numbers towards A. So they kind of felt like they had to make a move, and Movistar were really good on the refrag. That was the first time that Movistar actually had the chance to play reactively to what Apeks were doing, right? And they didn't have to just execute and deal with the nades that Apeks were able to hold on to.
Nade's like, no, it's actually behind White.
Yeah, it's MBK.
Nobody there. Mid has been the glaring kind of absentee from this T side, hasn't it? Adams here on his own. Not actually going to pressure it.
Not anymore.
At no point in this entire first half have Apeks been scared of mid. They've never really had to care about it. Always been allowed to lean on A. And never been punished.
The B play getting set up. Nog's gonna coming back to support Sense in case he needs it, and he will need it really shortly. Flashes, Molotovs need to come through any moment now. Nog's gonna try and post himself on a better angle. There goes the Molotov. Nog needs the first one. Gets it. Sense can go for the peak, but no pulse was ready. Nog with a second. Is there more in that AWP? kyxsan has rotated back. No, he's looking for a third. He's seen the shadow already. He knows where the AVG is, but kyxsan actually gets that kill from Martinez with a great lineup, and maybe if this one connected, there could have been a chance, but jkaem will close it out.
Just letting you know he's there. He's still going. All in all, though, a great round from Apeks. As this half has come very good for them. I've been very pleasantly, you know, impressed by their Counter-Strike in this half. A lot of good moves. As much as, you know, Movistar, they're maybe not pressuring mid, Apeks is still playing the right Counter-Strike to, you know, leave that, you know, a little bit lesser defended, leaning else places. Save their nades. Nork has seemingly always been in the right place at the right time on every round. It's hard to fault this defense really from Apeks. It's been brilliant. And cruising ahead. 2 rounds to go in this half. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up with 8.
Oh, boost. Doesn't see anything, actually. This would be a little bit awkward because 2 players already have crossed. Now kyxsan has seen Martinez, so you have some official confirmation. Players are nearby. They are quite close. And again, there's so many bodies towards that A bomb site. There's 4 CTs nearby. That's another big nade. Some bonus damage. It's going to be another A executing kyxsan. They re-aggress on the boost. This is so risky, but Martinez wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, beyond just the kill, the information. They definitely commit heavy numbers here. Nade finds kyxsan.
Oh, look
It
at
does
that.
make it even numbers, but CacaNito, shark in the water, gets too aggressive. Harpooned by Davey G. Up on the bomb site is Mopos. It's awkward as hell. But even despite the scenario, that was kind of... This is like a sledgehammer round from Movistar. They just went all into 4 defenders. And somehow brute forced it out.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous. That was 4 and
awkward.
5 into 4 players.
Yeah.
And then he lost. They didn't lose anybody.
It's crazy. For the first time, I mean, for a couple of rounds, it felt like they tried to just force their way onto the bomb side. And jkaem, okay, he was quite close to getting that second one as well. I was just about to say, I mean, it's quite important for him to hold on to that M4, even considering the fact that they've won a lot of rounds. You look at the money on the side of Apeks. It's actually not great. I mean, it's not perfect. It's good. It's good enough. They should be able to muster up a buy. They're even going to have an AVP. Maybe 1 player on an MP9, I guess. Or someone... Oh, it's actually Sense on a 5-7. He just wants to have that bonus U2, obviously. That's the reason for it. He could have went for the SMG. But this is a good chance for Movistar to potentially level things up at the end of that first half, which, considering how dominant Apeks have been on the CT side and how impressed we've been with their approach and some of their plays, I think would be a small victory here. A small success for Movistar.
Perfect from jkaem. He's hidden from the flashbang. He knows.
That's why they don't go mid.
He's going to peek. Finds the gap. Man advantage for Apeks, and Movistar, with no information really, have just decided let's load up B. It is only Sense here with 5-7. jkaem's his teammate, but he's going to cover mid 2. Until Nork gets back over. Here we go. Aggression. Mopos up first. He gets taken down. Sense. He doesn't need a rifle. Makes it look easy. And Martinez surely is a dead man walking. 7-5. Apeks in touching distance of cruising further into this qualifier.
Let's love, love for the night. Slow dance, dance till the sun comes up. Let's touch, touch under lights. Till we're high on love, high on love. Till we're high on love, high on love. Till we're high on love.
One last chance, we can keep it on the low, 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 low. Back and forth, we don't wanna let it go, 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 go. Feels alright, so how can it be wrong? Oh, work, work, work if you want me to be yours, yours. Lose control, give your mind and give your body truth be told. I want all of you. When you say my name,
It's Vertigo, go, go, as we get into half number 2. Here we go. Give us some life, Movistar. Let's make a series out of this. I don't want them to go down with a whimper because they played so well over the last few days. Let's have a game of Vertigo.
Let's do it. Apeks. Probably not the biggest fans of that, but let's see how it goes on. A lot of units are being dumped towards that B bomb side, but that's just the ruse to open up space towards middle. Davy G with the first one, Nog fires back Mopos in a whole lot of trouble, needs a couple kills, but it's just CacaNito all over the place. Gets another triple on the board, or actually looking for it, it's still a double just, but it's a 2 versus 3 retake, and these are just mowing them down. And of course, it's going to be another triple kill for the Macedonian, just force this one into existence as Apeks pick up the second pistol round on Vertigo.
He's been beastly. What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? And he's one of those players that he's always at the front of the pack. He's always the point man. He's always the spearhead. And when he's fragging like this, you just sat there with your hands, you know, in the air. What are you supposed to do? How are you meant to get into good fights, good engagements when you see him for a millisecond and your scalp is removed? Brutal one for Movistar. And in a situation where a lot of teams would force up, they've said, nope, we're going to eco. We want rifles out early. And a massive chance now for Apeks to make it 9.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this, by the way. I feel like a force wouldn't be worth the risk at this point. You're not only playing for this map, you're not only playing for this best of 3, you're playing for your life in the qualifier. You're pretty much playing for your chances to qualify to another ESL Challenger Atlanta event. And we did say, right, you've won twice, you've won those events twice. VP have won him twice as well, and they are going to be there. So you want to make sure you take this one as seriously as possible. You want to make sure you're not letting Apeks get up to double digits for pretty much free.
Needs to clean up. Vertigo also won one as outsiders. They have one
I mean, they won one of them as VP and then another one as outsiders. But technically, this group of players has won it twice.
They won Challenger 48. They won.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Rotterdam. And then
Rotterdam.
They also won Katowice this year.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Really good. And then it's Valencia and this year's Melbourne for Movistar Riders.
exactly.
Well, if they both make it, it'd be quite a star-studded lineup, but they've got some work to do, the Spaniards. That's all I'm saying. They've got some work to do, because this map, you know, MR12, Apeks are 3 away from overtime, let alone winning the map. At least this round, the B aggression is looking good, just with 2. This is what the doctor ordered. When we start punching right back.
Yeah, just what you needed. CacaNito, though, he's coming in from behind. This could be dangerous. Mopos, he realizes it. He knows. But if he loses that fight, he's in a whole lot of trouble. But I guess we can say the same for Nog. Does he realize that this aggression could be a possibility? He was thinking about it, but he's not expecting another match to be that close. And Martinez finds the final one. They absolutely needed this buy round to go their way. And they managed to get it on the board. Now, money on the T side is not going to be an issue. Not for this round, at least. They can reinvest once again, but what was important for them is to make sure that this bonus round, the so-called bonus round, with the Mac 10s in the mix, with the Galils, was not going to work out. Now, if you win this, if you start chaining up consecutive rounds on the CT side, if you're able to get Martinez on an open, Martinez has been spectacular this entire day, there still is a way back for Movistar.
Mid left open. When we start taking B spawns. Flame of last round was perfect from that perspective. And look at just. Thinks he's unchecked. Mopos firing down from above. When he walks right into the lion's den. So many Apeks members were ready to greet him. Wow. It would be a gut punch if Movistar win one and can't convert another.
Yeah. A massive setback to the economy as well, right? Because they did win it. It wasn't the toughest one, but they still lost a couple players, so the money's not great. Martinez just pretending he's alone, whereas he's actually not, but Apeks didn't commit off of it. And look at the mid walk. They have 3 people walking out of middle right now, and there's no one to greet them. Martinez has collected one onto kyxsan, but look at that. They found such a massive gap, and Davy G, he's going to try and rotate in time. Catches 1, but 2 have crossed already, and Mopos is all alone. He needs to push towards the stairs. He needs to try and stay alive. They're getting into so many fights. This is so chaotic right now. And do they know that he's here? They have no idea. He's going to get a free kill. He knows that one more player was nearby, but surely there is the B player as well being a factor. This is so uncomfortable for Sense. He just needs some help from Nog, and he needs it quickly.
Oh, the timing. No, 18 seconds. A is actually open right now.
Yep.
Yeah, they got time. They've got time. Big read. Very fast move. Set to collect, surely. Oh my lord. That was
Thank God
close.
Mopos had his knife out, by the way.
Mopos is Mopos things sometimes. Just sort of happens. That
No,
round.
I mean, he's just sprinting. I guess you could try and guess that one player is going to stay nearby. This is what usually teams would do, but if he had a pistol even out, I fear for Nog there.
Apeks is so close now. Look how heavy this eco is. Nailed on for 11. Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, well, there's one thing that's unbelievable on this server. It's not on the Movistar account. It's CacaNito. He is out for blood.
Yep. You explained it. I think you used a pretty good word for it. I think you classified him as a spear, the spear to the attack. He is a Macedonian spear for sure. He's been so sharp on Vertigo. He's on 22 and 9. And on the T side, most of those have been just him jumping in first, leading the charge, and just mowing Movistar players down. He's been great. And it's the fact that he does it against the pistols, yes, but he does it against the guns. Another triple for him. You know what they say, when you're actually going for the insta headshot, it's harder to headshot a pistol because they move faster.
Not sure the logic extends to CacaNito. It's just sort of player on screen headshot. How it tends to work. A lot of the time. Giving credit to kyxsan and I guess Miffa too. With, you know, his team has required a little bit of a rebuild around CacaNito to make him not the same player.
Unveil
as
his
JL.
potential.
Yeah, you gotta make the play like this work. You have to give him the space, and you have to kind of believe when he wants to make a play, when he wants to make a move, that it is in the realms.
Oh, that's great. A double opener. Sends kyxsan. They strike in unison. Martinez, he's been spotted. They don't even molly him out. They just nade him into the abyss. And this is awful. This is all falling apart for Movistar Riders right now. That was the most important round of the game so far. Most important round of the tournament, arguably, so far for Movistar Riders. And minute 20, minute 25, that was already a 2 versus 5. Daviji and Mopos, if there was a time for a miraculous 2 versus 5, that would be it.
So there's one from Davy G, but that's information. Apeks just need to group and play together. Simple Counter-Strike. No risks. Play it as a team.
No.
Davy G, though, does get another untraded. Makes it 3 on top of the first already. That is something else. Just as Movistar could kiss Atlanta goodbye, Davy G keeps them in the map. And Sense has a massive job to do. A colossal weight upon his shoulders. jkaem's ace was good. We have a competitor.
We do have a competitor, considering the context as well, right? Because jkaem's ace, yeah, it saves map number 1, but that's not for elimination. Technically, they're not out of the tournament if they lose Inferno. Movistar, if they lose this 2 versus 5, are out of the tournament itself. They're out. They're not going to Atlanta. They're not even gonna get into the grand final, not into the consolidation final. They're out. And Davy G does that. Midfire is furious right now. Apeks are furious right now at this round. They realize what they've just done. That was such a good chance for them to just close it out so cleanly as well. That should have been a done game. It should have been us just saying, okay, GG's. Next round, yeah, they might make it work with the pistols, but they're not gonna force overtime here. And now they've actually given Movistar, or well, let me rephrase that. Davy G has given them a chance. It's gonna be the B play. Just needs to hold on. He's going to support Mopos. A lot of utility damage though, and Mopos gets the first one.
Make it 2. Make it 2. Oh my lord, has this game turned. No plan yet in this round. CacaNito trying to hold them in it. But this one-man army isn't going to be enough. It's going to be 8 for the Movistar Riders. Money is gone for Apeks. I can't see a world where there's a bomb plant in this round, given where that bomb is dropped on the B bomb side as well. How often do you see a series, a qualifier turn on one moment? A 5-second moment from Davy G has just... You know, Movistar's chances of going to Atlanta have gone up by 50% in 1 second.
Yep.
Off the back of that.
And those are the rounds that turn series around. Those are the plays that just make you cry after the end of a game. Those are the plays that just make you regret everything, right? You just think about that round. You rewatch it time and time again. That is, of course, if you end up losing the series. Because Apeks are still in the lead, right? They are still in a really good spot when you think about it, all things considered. But mentally, those are the rounds that haunt you for quite some time. And I feel like those are the type of rounds that require you to go for a tactical timeout after you lose them. And there it goes. There's going to be the one for Apeks. I feel like maybe it could have been beneficial for them to just go for one straight away after that previous round. Just cool off a little bit. Don't let that get into you. I mean, now is the time for that speech of Mitar. You know, no one think about what happened 2 rounds ago, right? This is a round that we dissect at the end of the day. This is a round that we talk about because I'm pretty sure that all of them, we've discussed that plenty times. Those guys know how to play CS, right? All of them know what went wrong. All of them know that shouldn't have happened. So right now, the only thing that you can do about it is just not think about it at all. Just focus on the rounds that are ahead of you. And I like that double tactical timeout. You just want to make sure everyone's in check. You want to make sure everyone's focused. They realize they still have an 11-8 lead on map 2. And they still are in the better position to close it out on paper.
These are tricky timeouts as a coach. Because you want to... You can't gloss over a big throw like that completely. You have to... There is going to be something that you can glean from it. So, you know, whether it's, you know, you quickly just tell the guys, you know, let's, you know, calm the comms down a bit. You know, let's make sure our spacing is good. But equally... You don't want to keep it in the back of their mind. You don't want to, you know, viscerally replay the round in everyone's heads and go through it all again. So it's a very tough balance to strike, and you've got to remain positive. Yeah, the game isn't lost. We're still a map up. This is just an eco. Guns are out pretty soon. We've had a good T side so far. There's no reason to think this game has slipped. But, yeah, they're humans at the end of the day. And some of them, surely in the back of their mind, they're thinking, if I was 10 centimeters closer to my teammate to trade him, we're already in, you know, tomorrow's games. Yeah.
Well, CacaNito, the lone wolf, the only rifle going into this one, has to find, presumably, 12 kills here. First one spotted out, makes it a real easy kill, but Justice just gonna peek on the contact. takes down the AK, and it's not in a recoverable position either. It's on the stairs, so it has to be just the pistols. I think Nog tried to get the AK through the stairs there. That's, yeah, an optimistic approach.
I'm surprised they're not trying to, like, boost to the side of the stairs. They just sort of edge in, try and grab it.
Yeah.
Could be a move.
Sense finding that 1D could be a move as well. Oh,
They're looking everywhere.
Yeah, they're not sure where the AK is. They're just expecting or inspecting. Yep, there's the boost. And I think that's been seen, so it's going to be a free kill for Just. Bomb spotted as well. Sense. Remember that 1D I talked about? I was lying. It's going to be a jkaem, 1 versus 4. Davy G shuts him down. It's 9 on the board for the Spaniards, and now I guess it's safe to say we have a game on our hands. Once again.
It's almost palpable, the tension. This round is going to go so far towards setting the tone. Lose this if you're Apeks, especially without a plant, and looking at an eco for sure. Movistar Riders, as much as AWP is absolute heroics up against Goliath of CacaNito, it's unbelievable. They're still on the brink here. They still have no breathing room. Lose 1 and it's overtime at best, lose 2. And all this hard work, all the onslaught, the carnage to beat out against Aurora will be for nothing. In vain. Sense gets a headshot. jkaem
No way.
gets 2.
Not again.
A red carpet laid out. Just need to get the bomb over. And Davy G.
He's dead.
Surely lightning doesn't strike twice.
No, look at jkaem. He's already in CT. There's no way Davy G's ready for that. jkaem's done it again. He did it on Inferno. When his team needed, he delivered an ace. Well, it wasn't an ace required this time around, but it's a massive triple kill onto the A-bomb side at Apeks. They get up to 12. They recover partially. The full recovery should be and would be them closing out the game here and eliminating Movistar from the qualifier, but they will have 3 chances to do so. And let's not forget, Movistar was the team to knock Apeks down in the Yon Shopping qualifier just a month ago, right? After a 2-1 victory. So this is revenge for Apeks as well.
Apeks is getting better every map. They're playing themselves into form in this qualifier, up against for the win. It wasn't the team that made the Paris semi-final. No pause.
What?
What a lineup. How has he won that? He's in an off angle up against well-spaced players.
And they clear him out as well. Peeker's advantage, they're clearing him out on crouch. That should be an instant headshot for them, but it just doesn't go their way. Movistar, they might have not said their final word. Just has the support of Davy as well. There comes the play. Then storming his way onto the bomb side. A lot of smokes, a lot of chaos. kyxsan actually gets one through the smoke. In the midst of it, he's really low on HP though. Adam's gonna take him down. They can't really plant the bomb yet. It's not comfortable enough. It's not clean enough. There's a lot of CTs around, and it has to be Sense. A 1 versus 2 clutch if he wants to close it out here and now, but there's just 2 people on his screen at the same time. There's no chance for him. Martinez with a big round, and Movistar stay alive.
Do you buy if you're Apeks? I'm not surprised to see a timeout because this is...
You know what I think they go for? I think you just go for half buy with hero rifles. I think you just get 2 AKs and you just half buy it.
I think you
I'm not sure if you want to fully
I think you
invest
send
into this
it.
one.
I think you
You
go
reckon?
for it. Yeah, I do. I think T side and you can put the rifles on the players that are gonna get engaged first. It's a little bit different to CT. And I just feel like a full buy here, and then worst case scenario is another reasonably heavy force in the following is the way to go. What have we got? The AKs are out, but no nades invested. Sense and kyxsan haven't bought anything.
It is the
What a
how buy.
bizarre buy.
Yeah, it is the
Triple
how
hero
buy.
AK?
You just rely on CacaNito being able to just run up the ramp and get an
I've
opening
never
right
seen
now.
anything like this. It's a round that is absolutely on the individuals because there is no utility, there is no B plan, and well, your A plan is on the ground. CacaNito's gone. 2 of the rifles are still in play, but this investment isn't inconsiderate. It's not small, and could bite them in the backside. The last round of regulation.
It could. So quickly it's failed as well, right? That's the thing with that buy round. It kind of gives you the security, the cushion that you're going to be able to fully invest into the next round no matter what happens, right? You're not relying on a bomb plant or whatever. You're still going to have everyone on AKs. Well, maybe... Yeah, CacaNito's going to have an AK if he doesn't... I guess...
Someone has to drop him one. If he doesn't even buy it himself.
Yeah, he's gonna have an AK. He's not gonna buy it for himself, probably. He's not gonna be able to afford a lot of U2 as well, but that's the problem. You just have no U2. You just send the players up the ramp. If the fights go your way, sweet, you close it out. If they don't, though, you're just falling on your face. Flat as well. Sense a 1v4. Nice idea, but Davy G still wins the fight regardless. That's 12-11. We're going to go to distance and potentially into overtime. Final chance for Apeks to close it out in regulation here.
It was 11-6. It was 11-6, and they had a 4-1 on the A-bomb site up against Davy G to end the game. All they had to do was play simple standard Counter-Strike, well-spaced, and he was dead. He was gone, but he saved the Movistar on the brink of overtime when they should have been gone. Their chance at Atlanta was so far out the window 5 rounds ago. But now they got a chance to take us to full distance. And my God, does this series deserve it? If you're a Spanish fan, I know what you're hoping for right now.
You are praying to every single Spanish god ever. You are just praying. You're praying that Movistar are going to be able to force that OT, are going to be able to take us to a third. You're praying to Martinez to have another one of those big rounds, to activate once again on the rifle, not on the O, but it hasn't really stopped him from finding impact in the last couple rounds. And look at how patient Apeks are. They're being so passive. No one wants to be the first one to go down. And this nade from Martinez could be big, by the way. If it's well-timed, they're going to leave him alone, rotate people back towards middle and towards B. Obviously, he's just jump spotting, so as soon as he spots some people, he's going to call for help. There's the nade. Could have been worse.
So slow. Don't want to give up any extra information. Boost is in. Sees everybody!
Oh!
2 for him. Davy G can just commit to playing on the site. Adam gets another. Adam is ever so low, though, as the rotates come in for the Movistar Riders. Deep smoke for naught. Bomb to be planted. And now the retake comes into force. There's no flashes for this CT side. It might do good to actually wait out the smoke's getting awkward. Nork wants a fight. Can't quite get it. Mopos is the master of that. And now kyxsan is the only man that can prevent overtime. Bomb is planted for him. There's a lot of players to deal with. There's still a smoke on Just. Get heaved onto the bomb. Somebody needs to stick this. And there goes Adam, but he's low HP. Can't adjust. And we're going the distance. Overtime required.
Oh, this is absolutely crazy, but this game, it feels like it's deserved it, man. What a double kill from Martinez on the boost. The flash was perfect. They set him up. He manages to get 2 kills with the limited amount of time that he had, and they hold on to it. No, he just didn't feel comfortable in the 2 versus 3 hold whatsoever. He felt like he had to go for it. He was hearing the reload on the player towards 51. He thought he had the kill. If he gets it, if he drops down safely, the round is completely different. But he doesn't. It's 12-12. Movistar, they want to play a third here. Don't want to go out without a fight. And, you know, we can give him that. Even if they end up losing this overtime, we can give him the fact that they show that they're not willing to give up here.
kyxsan. Likes Adam fleeing from the sandbags. response comes in. That's on the B side of the map. It just takes all that control in towards B lobby. Is he going to push? I think he is. Look at this from Just. Getting information, getting space, telling his teammates, I can't. He walks straight into them.
Bomb spotted.
And now it's on Mopos, isn't it? Only player on this side of the map.
Yeah, but they're not going to commit off of it. They have 60 seconds to play with still. They can just slow it down. Send kyxsan on a mission. If he walks out and doesn't see anything, then he can call out the bomb. If he walks out and gets a kill, this is even better. They can sell the fake, and they've actually sent the bomb towards middle. They're going to split B. This is great. Mopos is all alone here. kyxsan surely realizes. Surely they just give him time to play with. Mopos is going to start moving forward, and the bomb is fell back. Mopos going to give away his position here with that Molotov. And surely the P comes in. CacaNito, that was the easiest kill of his life, and the B-bomb side is completely vacant. This round's going to go in favor of Apeks. I'm not even sure if you want to attempt that retake.
There is technically the money, but it's kind of... as they go down. A really small thing there is they had a choice for a moment when they think about splitting B of whether to take the bomb through mid or run it back through spawn. And after, I think it was kyxsan cleared all the way into the back of, past Gen on B, they ran the bomb back and didn't risk it through mid. How many teams would have just split it? And then some crazy situation happens where they just, get AWP from connector, the bomb is dropped on the jump up, and it's just an absolute fest as they're trying to pick it up. So, credit to Apeks for staying calm.
It looks like such a basic thing as well, right? You don't see anyone B, there's 3 alive. It's either a 3 stack towards the A-bomb side, or there's going to be someone looking towards middle. So you just don't want to risk it, even for a second there, that you drop the bomb. It does look like a really basic thing, but as you pointed out, actually a lot of teams would just send it towards mid, right?
Yeah.
They just commit to the play.
Playing your second series of the day, lot of Counter-Strike. It's all too easy, especially under this sort of pressure, to make a mistake on that. In this round alone, a nice opening from Martinez. Movistar riders, they got to capitalize.
They have to. It's a 5 versus 4. You need to get this round, but CacaNito, he's been so sharp, and the AVG is gonna go for it. Flash is perfect. CacaNito's dead. Great execution. Catches him out of position. He was really aggressive as well. He was already out of middle, so you might start thinking about this B play being a possibility. And they have the right idea. 3 CTs here. Actually 4. Flashes are great. The utility comes in from the deep side. Perspective, and kyxsan is the first one in line, but he falls flat. Stands on top of the side, tries to be a hero, but it's not meant to be in his jkaem in a 1 versus 5. First one is everyone's into the party, and it's unfortunately for jkaem not one of those parties that you want to see the sunrise after. It's 13-13. We're leveled up once again.
Couple of very dominant rounds so far in overtime. 1 apiece. You a crazy after plant. Also got a nice spawn. Take an angle on A at the start. We get into this one. Default spread for Apeks. Out of the ordinary. Couple of guys thinking about mid. kyxsan. CacaNito's at the top of ladder, so maybe they're going to clear in. Take some control. CacaNito starts to make his move. It might be a read also that Martinez is rifling on the CZ side. I mean, if you know Martinez is off the AWP, you're going to feel very confident about clearing mid. The rifle, and CacaNito's out on his own. That is aggressive, and then some. Wow. Where did that come from?
Look at kyxsan. He can walk through the smoke. This is big. Mopos, is he going to be ready? Doesn't really make a difference. kyxsan walks straight towards him, and Mopos gets the kill. Not a single bullet landed on him as well. 5 versus 3 now. And you consider all your options. You just need to commit to that A play and hope for the best. You don't have a plan B, quite literally.
Util down. There's so much retake util for Movistar. They got HEs to land on the
Look at them
spot.
with the Molotovs.
Here come the HEs for sure. Can't believe jkaem's still alive, but it's not following. Bit of a cleanup squad here. An advantage, Movistar Riders. Wow. Can you believe it? from the brink of elimination. They're in the lead now in overtime.
This is all that it comes down to. Half number 2. You gotta feel like Movistar, after being able to get 2 rounds on the CT side, should be in a much more comfortable position, considering that, again, both teams were able to actually, well, come to think of it, Apeks did win the first half 7-5, right? So technically, both teams won more rounds on their CT sides. So yeah, maybe 2 rounds was actually quite a necessity for Movistar. Let's find out. Do Apeks remember how to get rounds on the CT side? It was a long time ago when they were last on the defensive side of things. And that's a really quick round towards the B bomb side. Sense good for 1, but gets immediately refragged, so it's all up to jkaem and Nog.
What a defense. Movistar changing up. They didn't show this in regulation. The amount of slow A creeper crawl rounds where they just get picked apart by CacaNito and company. This one is different. They up the pace. It actually looked good for a second. They were gaining ground so fast. And it was such... I mean, if it's surprising us here in the casting booth where we have all the information, we can see the X-ray every round.
Yeah.
You can only believe you're an Apeks player. Seeing those... It's like a Mongol horde coming up the stairs. Frightening.
I actually rate it, though. I mean, you see that a lot of teams, especially more experienced teams, do that in overtime, right? When you've played in, like, an exact type of... you've had a manner, you've had an approach. You've had a typical approach on your T side in regulation. And at this point, your opponents are kind of used to it, right? They're kind of used to that really slow pace CS, but... then it goes into overtime. Those are the most important rounds of the tournament for you, and you just switch it up completely. This is really ballsy, but a lot of the times it might catch people off guard, and I think it caught Apeks off guard. But jkaem and Nog were just really quick to adapt to it, and Sense was still able to get away with 1 kill. I mean, if he falls down without anything there, this is big problems, but he was still able to at least get traded equally.
Entry. That's the B side of the map. It's just... cracks this round open. What do you do if you're Apeks? We're 3 on A at the moment. It's just Sense on that B side of the map. So the call is CacaNito. Go kill. Go hunt. Find us a reply. This doesn't look good for Apeks, does it? It's just Sense on this side of the map. There's so clear. This Aileen. The Apeks squad. Sense is taken low as well. As this split starts to come in. He's not long for this well. Surely it's going to be 15 for Movistar, barring some huge mistakes from here.
They don't believe it. They have no idea that there's no one towards the B-bomb side. They've slowed it down so much. They've missed the window. There's still one more player towards middle, though. Do they use him? Do they...
Mopos is A?
Go back? Does he know? Knock? Does he turn around? Mopos has gotten the kill. This is perfect. The A-bomb side is completely clear, and Mopos, he can just stay alive. He's just buying time at this point. The bomb's rotating. Nothing else is going on. Look at AVG. He's towards middle still. This is so chaotic. Both CTs, they have no idea what's going on. They're getting flanked. There's people in front of them. There's people behind them. This round is going to go in favor of Movistar for sure. It's a 1 versus 4 for kyxsan, but there's just so many people. Movistar Riders, they took the entire map.
Just imagine the comms for Apeks in that round. How on earth do you piece it together? There's so much going on. And Movistar Riders held off for so long to get this to overtime. And now they've got their chance. One opportunity in the here and now to take us to a 3rd map. Movistar Riders. I can't believe they're still in this series. And what an opportunity in front of them to put us to a 3rd map when they looked down and out half an hour ago.
This would be so crazy. This would be so insane. Nog, Wayward with the shot, and Martinez takes it down. It's an opening kill. 4 kills away from a 3rd here. 4 kills away. This is crazy. We could be going to Ancient. Mid.
So big. Trades are there. 2 for AVG. Just CacaNito and kyxsan to go. simple counter-strike is all they need from here. Just picks up kyxsan. CacaNito's been good. He's been unbelievable, but this is too much to ask. 16 to 14. We're going to Ancient.
Wow, I'm absolutely speechless, man. I feel like if you want to analyze this game, there's no way you've casted it and then you analyze it after that. This is straight up madness. And sadly for Apeks, this was the worst possible outcome, right?